Hi there. It's Sunday, which means it's time for another Seriously Sunday with Angelina Carolina Pirelli. And as you know by now, that's me. This week, I've kind of led up to what we're going to talk about today on my other posts, and that's about the British royal family in England. When I was little, I could have sworn that I was kidnapped from them. In fact, I alleged that against my parents, and my mom and dad were like, Angelina, we've never even been overseas except for that one time we went to Sicily before you was even thought of in life. And we surely didn't steal you from anyone. And if we had, we would have taken you back. That was my dad's favorite thing to say. You don't think we would have taken you back by now? Seriously, like, let the British deal with you or whoever. But no, so they swear up and down that I'm their child of Italian Sicilian descent, so whatever. But I think there might be royal blood there, but I'll never know, I guess. But anyways, there is royal blood in Queen E's family. And if you know who I'm talking about, if you don't know who I'm talking about, I can't help you. But if you do know who I'm talking about, you know already that I absolutely adore, admire, laud, applaud Queen E the Second, Queen Elizabeth. She is the bomb diggity, and I know that is an outdated, archaic term. My nieces and nephews tell me all the time, Angelina, please stop saying that. That so makes you sound so old. I'm like, I am old, okay? Compared to you guys, I'm really old. So, and I'm set in my ways, and I'm not going to change it. And you should respect your elders and don't correct me. So, but I love her. I love Queen Elizabeth. And so I've always been, really into the family and everything that goes on with it. And I just loved William and Harry when they was little. They were so cute. And then as they got older, they got handsome, and then they started losing their hair and getting their coloring. And I was not thinking they were so handsome, but still, even then I was like, I wish they liked older women. I hope these boys, maybe they like cougars. Yeah, my hair. But I was like, I always thought William was cuter than Harry. Harry was too much of a ginger for me. And I've no offense, but I've never been attracted to gingers. Okay. I like pink, but I don't love red. Okay. But anyway, so, or orangey or gingery. So whatever. But anyway, so every little girl that I've ever known has grown up thinking, I'm going to marry a prince. All the fairy tales we hear when we're little, all Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs, she wanted a prince, or she was a princess, but let's not go there. Let me think of it. Cinderella. Okay, Cinderella. She was living in agony with a stepmom and the stepsisters, and she was saved by a prince, and that's like every little girl's fairy tale dream. And then you have Meghan Markle comes onto this stage, and she's like an American, Canadian, whatever. She's not from England, and she's an actress, if you want to call her that, here in America, and she catches the eye of Harry, and Harry's like, oh, I'm going to marry her, and his family's like, whoa, we don't even know her family, her bloodline, or nothing, and he did it anyway, and they stood by him in solidarity because they love him, and Queen E is always so classy, and she welcomed her in, and whatever, and now, Harry and Meghan have decided to go out on their own and be independent because they felt like they were being scrutinized unfairly by the British tabloids. Well, you know what? You signed up for that, Meghan. Like, just because you weren't popular here until you met Harry and nobody wanted to talk about you in tabloids doesn't mean that they weren't, thinking about it, and they wouldn't have here. But she was like, oh, the British tabloids are so mean and hateful, and they've been so hard on me and Harry, and we want to go on our own, our own ways. So even though they are the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, that's their royal titles that they get to keep. They don't get to be called that anymore. And that's, to me, that's just crazy. Like, why would you give any of that up? Not only that, they have to, like, they don't get the money from the royal money anymore. I mean, what? Who gives that stuff up? And they still get a penance or whatever, some money from Prince Charles's private accounts. But they even have decided and agreed to pay back the taxpayer money, which is almost like $2 million for the renovations done to Frogmore Cottage. That's their residence there in the UK. I mean, that's kind of like Jim Braddock and Cinderella Man. I mean, is Harry becoming Cinderella Man? What is going on? And you know, the Queen has taken, you know, she's taken a lot from this, and that's her grandson, and you gotta know that feels like a slap in the face. But she's been so classy about it, and she's even said we're gonna support them. Well, let me read her actual thing. She said, my family and I are entirely supportive of Harry and Meghan's desire to create a new life as a young family. But this is where she kind of puts a dig in, I think. And I don't blame her at all. She says, although we would have preferred them to remain full-time as working members of the British royal family, they want to carry out a progressive new role in the royal institution. And whatever that means, I don't even know. It blows me away. And I just want to say, seriously, Meghan, like, this is every little girl's dream. And you go in there like, okay, the British tabloids are mean. Oh, wow. So sad. You signed up for this. Like, you don't think they've been mean to Queen E? Like, Princess Di gets killed in an automobile crash when she's flying through a tunnel with her drunk ass chauffeur / bodyguard, who was evidently not a one, good chauffeur, or two, a bodyguard if you die on his watch. You know, and what do people do in the British tabloids? They say the Queen had her murdered. What? Seriously? Like, the Queen has put up with a lot of crap, but she still holds her head high, and she doesn't say, well, I'm done being the Queen because these British tabloids are so mean to me. Really? And then there's the story that Meghan was like, well, the Queen and everybody else, like Kate and Will, they weren't, you know, they didn't care enough when the British tabloids was like slamming me and Harry, and that's not okay. Like, that hurts us. And we felt like they should have comforted us more. I feel like you might be a whiny butt, maybe. I don't know, Meghan. I mean, I try to like you, but you're making it so hard on me. Maybe I'm the only one that feels this way. I don't think I am, though. I mean, if I had my own tabloid, I would want to talk about this. I would be talking about this a lot. You know, I don't get it. I mean, who you getting your counsel from? Because the good book, the Holy Bible says, don't get your counsel from fools. You might be doing that. I'm worried. Anyways, you guys need to let me know in your comments how you feel about this. I mean, I'm all about being independent and being out on your own and doing your thing and having your own name and doing good for yourself without having somebody's backing. Hooray for you. But to give all that up and to slap the Queen E in the face, it just seems like so much. And to act like you were, you know, abused and neglected in the royal... Hey, come on. Did you watch the Tudors at all? What did you think you were signing up for? Really? Like, seriously. I'm still... This is why it's on Seriously Sunday, because I'm seriously just in awe and shock from this whole turn of events. So, you know, whatever. You guys can comment. You guys can disagree with me, or say that I'm just being petty or stupid or whatever. But I have a point. I always have a point. And I just have to say, seriously, I can't. I can't wrap my brain around it. So that's this week's edition of Seriously Sunday. And you guys comment if you want, and if you don't, then don't. I don't know. Be independent. You know, it's not like I'm the queen of whatever. But see ya.